All of students together. Namo
tassa
bhagavato
arahato
samma
samma sambuddhassa
namo
tassa
bhagavato
arahato samma sambuddhassa
Namo
tassa
bhagavato
arahato sambuddhassa.
Okay. Last week we have finished up to Parichajiyam, Domanasa Sahagatam, Brigasa Nuda, Jeta Meolabri, and so on. And Bobingamadi, Tina Brahma Gamina, Hodawa, Samanagato. Tina Brahma Gamina, Hodawa, Samanagato. So Patama Gamina, Patama Gami, Patama Gami, Patama Gami. If you decline, go on to the Nodhiñāṇa, it is Paṭhamo Gami, Paṭhamo Gamini. Because Paṭhamo Gami should be Nodhiñāṇa because it is connected to the Tena Chaitena. Tena Chaitena. Samanagata, Paṭhamo Gamina. Okay, now this point also, I said again. Dhammadi Guna Desana Briyadi Nesada Nejiva Wasena Chataro Dhammanama Tesu Naidam Adamoja Ubo Sama Wipagin Adamo Nirian Nedi Dhamopa Bedi Sogadendi Ayam Guna Dhamonama Dhamawa Bego Desami Adikalian and the Ayam Desana Dhamonama Idabana Bego Egeji Gula Buddha Dhammambriya Buna and the Sodangi and Ayam Priyadi Dhamonama. I want Honorable Sunanda. I wanted to read, starting with the Dhammadi Guna Desana, Nesada Nejiva Wasena. Uvajida, do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I wanted to read.
Dhammadi Guna Desana Priyati Nesada Nejiva Wasena Jadaro Dhamma Nama Esu Nahi Dhammo Admoja Ubo Sama Wipagino Adamo Nirayanidi Dhammo Pabedi Sogadendi Ayan Guna Dhammo Nama Dhamman O Bhikkhave Desisami Adi Kalaya Nandi Ayan Desana Dhammo Nama Ida Pana Bhikkhave Ekiji Kula Buddha Dhamman Priya Punandi Sodan Kiyandi Ayan Priyadi Dhammo Nama Tasamain Kopana Samayi Dhamma Hondi Kanda Hondi Di Ayan Nesada Dhammo Nama Nejiwa Dhammo Tipi Eso Ewa Tesu Ima Samain Thane Nesada Nejiwa Dhammo Depedo So Atado Teyo Arubino Kanda Widane Kando Senye Kando Senkare Kando Di Edehi Mano Bobingamo Ede Sandi Mano Bobingama Nama.
Okay. So here in the verse, Manobobengama Dhamma, Manosata Manomaya. Now the commentator explains about the Mano and the Bobengama. What is the Mano? What is the Bobengama? He also explains how to make a Vikha, Mano and Bobengama. So last week I had explained how to make a Vikha. It is with the Samanagata for the two words. If the commentator explains the two words with the samanagata, it is, you have to make a bahubihi samasa. If one word is explained by the samanagata, by the commentator, with the samanagata, by the commentator, you have to make a vikaha asatita. Now, he explains one by one. After explaining Manobobengama, and then he continues to explain the meaning of the Dhamma. Manobobengama Dhamma is plural. When he explains the Dhamma, Dhammadi, Guna Desana, Priyadi, Nesada, Nejiva, Vasena, Chattaro Dhammanama. So now I will tell you at first roughly, so what is the meaning of those Pāļi sentences? There are the meanings of the Dhamma. There are four meanings of the Dhammas. Guna and the Desana, Priyadi, Nesada, Nejiva. The first meaning is Guna. The second meaning is Desana. The third meaning is Priyadi. The fourth meaning is Nesada, Nejiva. The four meanings. The four meanings are used in the Pāļi literature depending on the different context. Tesu, Nai Dhammo Adamoja Ubosama Wika Wipagino, Adamo Niriyan Nidi, Dhammo Pabedi, Sogadenti, Ayam, Guna Dhammo Nama. So the first explanation is, so in what context the Dhamma is used in the sense of a Guna Dhamma. So here Guna Dhamma means a good quality. It's a wholesome state. Dhamma Bhikkhave Desisami Adhikalayanandi Ayam Desana Dhammo Nama. Here, when the Dhamma means Desana Dhamma, in what condition or in what context this Dhamma is used? Actually, it is the same term, the same word Dhamma. This Dhamma is translated depending on the different context. According to the different context, according to the different connection, we have four meanings according to the commentary. If you see Dhamma Bhikkhave Desisami Adhikalayanandi Adhikalayanam Mejikalayanam Priyosana Kalayana, if you see such a Pāļi sentence, you will understand this Dhamma means Desana Dhamma or Sama, a teaching. Idabana Bhikkhave Eke Gula Buddha Dhammam Priya Bunandi Sodam Gayandi Ayam Priyadi Dhammo Nama. If you see such a sentence, Idabana Bhikkhave Eke Gula Buddha Dhammam Priya Bunandi, they learn the Tipitaka Pāļi literature, Priyadi Dhamma. So this Priyadi Dhamma also, there are 9 parts. So in this 9 parts, he only said 2, Sutta and the Geya. What is the Sutta? Sutta is Mingala Sutta, Ratana Sutta. Some Suttas are mentioned with the name of the Suttas. Those Suttas are called the Suttas. What is the Geya? So Geya means like a Sakata Vakasanyutta, prose and the verse are mixed. When you mix together prose and verse, such a teaching is called Geya. According to the Geya, prose and verse are mixed. Sutta and Geya.
Oh.
Do you?
Yeah, we had some problem with the connection earlier. We didn't see your images, so it's fine now. So I'm sorry.
Okay, now okay. Connection
Yeah,
is okay.
it's okay now. So yeah.
Okay, I think it is because of good video camera. That's when Kobana Samayi Dhamma Hondi Kana Hondi Ayam Nesada Dhammo Nama. Nesada Dhamma. What is the Nesada? There is no being. Nijiva. What is Nijiva? There is no jiva. So which refers to the khandhas. Rupa khanda, Vedana khanda, Sanya khanda, Sankhara khanda, Vijnana khanda. Those khandhas are called Nisada and Nijiva. Nisada Nijiva Dhamma, because there is no soul in the five aggregates. No soul between the five aggregates. No soul in the each aggregate. Tesu ima samaitane Nisada Nijiva Dhamma Adibbedo. So according to that sentence, in this Manobovengama Dhamma, Dhamma doesn't mean Guna Dhamma, it doesn't mean Priyati Dhamma. It means only the Nisada or Nijiva Dhamma. So Aṭṭhado Dio Arubino Khanda, Vedana Khanda, Sanya Khanda, Sankhara Khanda. So according to the Aṭṭhado means according to the meaning. What is the Dhamma here? Dhamma here means Vedana Khanda, Sanya Khanda, Sankhara Khanda. Iti Manobovengama, iti Sandi Manobovengama. The sentence also, those khandhas are called Manobovengama because those khandhas has mano as their own foreigner or as their own essential part. So now, I think you have read those sentences before you come to the class. So last week also I told you to read those sentences again. So Ryan, have you read?
Yes, I have, Sayadaw.
Okay. Mabunya, how many times have you read those Pāļi sentences?
I read it every day, Sayadaw.
Okay. How about the Sayali Pinyaloga is attending the class?
Yes, Sayadaw, I attend.
Okay. How many times have you read?
Yeah, I read every day one time, yes.
Okay, good. Now you have read the 7 times now. So 7 days. Okay, Dhammadi, Guna Desana, Priyati, Nesada, Nejiva, Vasena, Chattaro Dhamma. So we are going to study according to the commentary method. Okay, now Dhammadi, Dhamma iti. You have to divide. Dhammadi is Dhamma iti. Yeah, you know, all that. So can you see the letters?
Yes, Sayadaw, but
Okay.
it's not very clear, Sayadaw. It's okay.
Okay. Wali me yada la do white book magali phie khain da na. White book magali. Okay, we start with this sentence. Dhammadi, how do you divide? Dhamma iti. So Uvajira Bodhi, how do you call the name of this iti? Uvajira.
Yes, yeah. It is a
Okay.
nidasana or akhara or other
No, I
kinds.
think in the
Ratha
Dhamma iti.
Vipanasa.
In the Dhamma iti, what is the meaning of Dhamma? What kind of iti is? Iti is no nidasana, no agara, no nidasana, no agara. It is
In decline,
paṭhamo.
in decline level particles.
No,
Ratha
paṭhamo
Vipanasa.
vipanasa. Yes. We know it is a nipada, but this, it is called the paṭhamo vipanasa. Why it is called the paṭhamo vipanasa? Because it changed the meaning of the Dhamma. The meaning of the Dhamma is changed because of, iti. This iti changed the meaning of the Dhamma, so it is called paṭhamo vipanasa.
Ratha Vipanasa.
Paṭhamo. Paṭhamo. Originally, Dhamma means the Dhamma or a teaching or something like that. But here, Dhamma, you have to translate the word Dhamma. It is a Sattva Prataka. You may still remember. You have to translate, the word Dhamma, not the teaching, not the sermon. You have to translate. How to translate? Dhamma is the word Dhamma.
There was Dhamma.
Okay. So this sentence is actually, if you look at the, from the Dhammadi, up to the Nejiva Dhammodi, Nesada Dhammonama, Nejiva Dhammodi, Eso Ewa, up to the Eso Ewa. Those, all of sentences are called Atodhara sentences. They are called Atodharas. Starting with what? Starting from Dhammadi to Eso Ewa, Adebito, Eso Eva, up to the Eso Ewa. Those sentences are called Atodhara sentence. The sentence is Tesu Ima Samaitane, Nesada Nejiwa Dhammo Adebito. So that sentence is called Atodhesa sentence. Atodhara sentence or the Atodhesa sentence. What is Atodhara? Atta is the meaning. Uddhara means extraction. Like, when the commentator explains the possible meaning of a single word, those kinds of, all of those sentences are called Atodharas. They are called Atodharas. But, after, showing the possible meaning of, a single Pāļi word with the examples, at the time, he will explain, in this context, which meaning should be taken, which Dhamma should be taken. He will, conclude whatever he said previously. When he point out this meaning is used in this context, in this connection, in this context, such a sentence is called Atodhesa. Atodhesa is you have to divide Atta and Odhesa. Atta Its meaning, Odesa means pointing out, point out. Odesa means point out. Pointed out. He point out the meaning, whatever, which meaning should be taken. So the such a sentence also called like a debata, ida debata. He will, tell you the possible meanings of a single word. But like in one context, we have the one meaning only. You cannot, get the all of meanings in one connection. So in this connection, what kind of, which meaning should be needed? He will, point out, he will explain. Such a sentence is called atodesa. So starting with the dhammadi, from the dhammadi 2 up to the eso ewa is atodara sentences. Tesu ima samaitane, and that sentence is called atodesa sentence. There are, two kinds of sentences, and now you will see atodara and atodesa sentences. So now let me see how many atodara sentences. The first one is the dhammadi guna desana priyati nesada nejiva wasena jataro dhamma, one sentence. Tesu yang guna dhammo nama 2. Dhammawa bhikkhave desisami arikalayana mejakalayana desana dhamma 3. Idavana bhikkhave eke jikula buddha dhammam priya punani sautangiyani priyati dhammo. Number 4. That's my khobana samaye dhamma hondi khana hondi, the 5. Nejiva the motive is all ewa in the 6th. So all of the 6 sentences are called atodara sentences. Why they are called atodara? What is odara? Extract, pick up all possible meanings of a single Pāļi word, explained with the different sentences, with a different context. Such a sentence, wherever you see, they are called atodara sentence. So after giving you the possible and the many meanings, many possible meanings of a single word, he will explain to you, now in this context, you have to take this word dhamma in that sense or in this sense. He will explain to you. That sentence is called atodesa sentence. So we have the atodara, atodesa sentences. At first, you have to keep that in your mind. Now we are going back to the first sentence. Dhammadi guna desana priyati desana guna desana priyati nesada nejiva wasena jataro dhammanama. Okay, here we're trying to translate. So now here is dhammadi. This ed, brata vibalasa nibat. But this ed, have, how to say, no, connected word. So you have to, because when you read the Pāļi sentences, sometimes, the commentators or, writers, they may drop some words because the reader can understand. It can be understood by the reader himself automatically. So they don't mention some words. Those words you have to understand indirectly. But here is a dhammadi, guna desana, dhammadi, where you should, where you should, they connect this, dhammadi. So dhammadi is actually, you have to connect to the dhammanama. Dhammadi, dhammanama. So chattaro should be predicate. So actually, dhammadi, dhammanama, if you directly translate, I think some words are missing. So for those some words, you can write, you can understand indirectly. So now we have to understand like this. Okay. Those words are, within the bracket, they can understand indirectly. Dhammadi ita atodara bhawena. Labha mana. Labha mana dhammanama. Atodara bhawena. Ase atodara. Dhammadi ita, now ita you have to translate in the word dhamma. In the word dhamma, because this is a locative sense. In the word dhamma. In the word dhamma. Atodara bhawena labha mana dhammanama. The so-called dhamma, which is taken as atodara, are four. Chatara means four. By means of what? By means of vasena. Vasena also, I think I have already explained. Vasena means in connection with, by means of, do you do? Because of. Do you do because of? So here is by means of. By means of the good quality. By means of someone. By means of learning, priyati. By means of nisada nejiwa. They are four. So what is, predicate? Predicate is chatara. What is subject of the predicate is dhammanama. The so-called dhammas are four. So-called dhammas are four. So because of this dhammanama should be connected to the chatara as what? Sayali pinyaloka. Do you hear
Yes,
me?
sir. Yes.
Okay. Dhammanama, subject chatara is predicate. So how do you connect them? I'm going to, connection of the words, and the previously I had talked about that.
You mean chattaro, sir, or chatta?
Yeah, yes, I mean the chatara. So chatara is a predicate.
Yes.
Dhammanama is
Then the subject. Yes.
Okay. This dhammanama is connected to the chatara.
Yes.
Okay, now how do you call in polytechnic term?
That is a predicate subject.
Okay. I mean in the
So
Pāļi term. Pāļi term. No, English term. English term is subject and predicate.
Term, I forgot it, Sarah.
According to the Pāļi term, according to the Pāļi term, I think I have already explained about that. Dhammanama Chattaro. You may forget. Okay, now the Sayali Mabunya, do you still remember what I explained about that?
I think it's Nidasana.
Dhammanama
No.
Chattaro. Okay.
It's not Nidasana, it's Visesana, Visesya.
Okay.
What is that?
So now I think in the beginning of the class, I talk about that. Dhammanama Chattaro. Chattaro is a predicate. Dhammanama is the so-called Dhammas are four. We have Pāli technical term for that. So who can remember, who can from the among those students, whoever should remember, you should talk to me, answer me.
Yes,
Whoever.
they are called Tungyatha and Lingatha.
Yes, exactly. Tungyatha and Lingatha. Tungyatha is Dhammanama is Tungyatha. Chattaro is actually they have the same meanings. They refer to the same, like the same content. So Chattaro, Dhammanama Chattaro is a Tungyatha and Lingatha. Okay. Now keep in your mind. Keep trying to remember them. Okay, now carry on. Guna Desana. Priyadi. Nesada Nejiva was in a Chattaro Dhammanama. Okay. Dhammanama is subject. Gone to our translations. The so-called Dhammas are four. According to, or by means of Guna, the first one. The second is Desana. The third is Priyati. The fourth is Nesada Nejiva, or the four meanings. So here is Guna Desana, Nesada Priyati, Nesada Nejiva Vasena. Now you have to translate how? By means of. So by means of, when you translate, after translating, after understanding, oh, these long sentences are translated by means of. Where this Vasena should be connected. We have to think about that again. Uvajira Bodhi, what do you think?
The Vasena is connected with the four about mentioned things. I mean, Guna, Desana, Priyati, Nesada, Nejiva. They will be connected to these four.
Oh, no, you tell me Pāli word. You tell me Pāli word. Guna Desana, Priyati, Nesada, Nejiva Vasena should be connected to the Chattaro. Okay. Chattaro. Chattaro is a four. Four is what are those four? Guna Desana, Priyati,
Nesada, Nejiva.
Nesada, Nejiva Vasena, you see? Like that. It is a four. Okay, now this is also called, we have the different, the Pāli technical terms. Magaya. No.
Okay.
Srupacha Visesana and the Srupacha Visesaya. So, which means Guna Desana, Priyadi Nesada Nejiva Vasena is a kind of modifier. It modifies to what? Chattaro. Chattaro is modified by the Guna Desana, Priyadi Nesada Nejiva Vasena. So now we know, if you see only the Chattaro four, we don't know what kind of four. To give the more, modified meaning, to enhance the meaning of the Chattaro, we use like a Nesada Nejiva Vasena. Those Pāli sentences are modifier or adjective, a kind of adjective to the Chattaro. So because of this Chattaro, when it is, at the same time modifier, at the same time it gives us also numbers. Okay, Chattaro is 4. Or what kind of 4? The 4 is also mentioned. So these, the numbers are called Srupacha. Srupacha is called the numbers. It, counts the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So because of this, Vasena is Visesana. Guna Desana, Priyadi, Nesada, Nejiva Vasena is Visesana. Chattaro is Visesaya. The Visesana is a modifier. Visesaya is modified. Okay. Modifier and modified. Visesana and Visesaya. Who modifies? Chattaro, the Guna Desana, Priyadi, Nesada, Nejiva Vasena is modifier. Who is modified? Chattaro. So at that time, those, modifier is also different kinds of modifiers. Sometimes they don't mention the names. Sometimes they give the numbers. When the, modifier comes together with the numbers, it is called Srupacha Visesana. When the modifier comes together with the names, it is Senya Nama or Senyi Nama. Okay, now here Vasena is modifier to the Chattaro. Srupacha Visesana. Who is Visesaya? Srupacha Visesaya Chattaro. Okay, not only that, we will continue too. Here, Labba Mana. Atodara Bawina. Labba Mana Dhammanama. Labba Mana Dhammanama. Sally Pinyaloka, how do you connect Labba Mana and Dhammanama?
Labbanama and Dhammanama. Labbanama is, I think, Sarupakaya Visesana, and Dhammanama is Sarupakaya Visesya.
No Sarupa. It is only pure adjective. This is a only adikarana. Labba Mana. Only adikarana. What is it only adikarana? When modifier and modified, the same case with the same number, the same gender, it is called only adikarana. So Labba Mana is Visesana, Dhammanama is We say, how do you translate the so-called dhammas, which is taken, which are taken as what? As atodhara. Dhammadi ita atodhara bhavena labha mana dhammanama. The dhammas, the so-called dhammas, which are taken as the atodhara, are four by means of guna, desana, priyadi, nisada, nijiva. It's four. Okay, so now okay, now the next one is dhammadi ita. In the word dhamma. In the word dhamma, and previously I had explained like a rokhe sakha. Rokhe sakha. The branch in the tree. The branch in the tree. The branch in the tree is the branch is, adhara. So sakha is adheya. Some, they also write adheya, with the double ya. Some also write with the single ya. It is okay. Adhara. The tilesu telam, for example. Tilesu telam. Tila is susmin. Tela is oil. So in the sesame, there is, oil. Oil is, it's situated, located in the sesame seed. In the sesame seed. In sesame seed, there is oil. Oil is adheya. Okay. In the dhammadi ita is adhara. Labha mana is adheya. Adhara, adheya also we will see many times again and again. So in this sentence, dhammadi guna desana priyati nisada nejiva vasena chattaro dhammanama. Now I just explain to you this sentence together with the how the words are connected to each other. So it is easily, you will easily forget them. So now we will do it again. Okay, now Sayali Pinyaloka, you tell me again. So and I wanted to read dhammadi.
Yes.
Dhammadi guna desana.
Yes, yes. Dhammati udesana pariya tinisata nijiva vasena labba
Chattaro dhammanama.
Chattaro dhammanama.
Okay, now you will translate according to my explanation. Dhammadi ita atodhara bhavena labha mana dhammanama guna desana priyati nisada nejiva vasena chattaro. You have to translate again in the Pāḷi to Pāḷi. What I mean is,
Yes.
dhammadi ita.
Yeah. Dhammadi ita in the words dhamma.
No. You say in Pāļi at first. Dhammadi ita.
Dhammati ita. In the words dhamma.
No. You read all Pāļi. Later you will translate into English. Dhammadi ita. Now I will tell you again. Dhammadi ita atodhara bhavena labha mana dhammanama guna desana priyati nisada nejiva vasena chattaro. You have to say like this, then you will translate into English.
Yes. Dhammati etta atudara bhavena chattaro
Labba mana.
labba mana chattaro nama.
Dhamma
Yes.
nama. No, labba mana dhamma nama.
Yes. In the words,
Labba mana dhamma nama.
labba nama, dhamma nama.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guna desana.
Oh, sorry, Sarah.
Okay.
Guna,
So now,
guna desana.
you study again. Now next time you will translate to me, for
Yes.
me, when we start the class again. Now we'll
Yes.
stop the class now. Break time, when we will, they start again the class at 10 o'clock. Okay, now there's a break. The time's up.
Sadhu, yeah, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sayadaw.
Sadhu, sadhu.
So, Sally Pinyaloka.
Yes, sir.
So my question is, and some students may not understand what I mean.
Yes.
My question is, in the very beginning of the class, what I explained is, some Pāḷi sentences are written, not including every word. Like for some words are dropped or missing, omitted, not mentioned, because the reader can understand. But for us, when we read those Pāḷi sentences, we cannot understand them properly. At the time, to connect between the words, we put some extra Pāļi words. These extra Pāļi words are understood by us indirectly. So because of this, dhammapada-aṭṭhakathā, because now I had explained already, like dhammapada, this is a dhammapada, like dhamma-nama cattaro. So this word should be connected to the dhamma-nama. So according to the Pāļi sentence, the word dhamma is dhamma, the so-called dhamma. Now, if you the translate word by word, the dhamma-nama, what is the meaning of dhamma-nama? The so-called dhamma. Dhammadi is the word dhamma. The word dhamma is the word dhamma, so-called dhamma. So the two words are not connected to each other. So to get the connection, the connection means to get the meaning, to make the two words meaningful, we have to put some extra Pāļi words together, between this Dhammadi and Dhamma-nama, to join them. We put the extra word. How do we put the extra word? Like ittha, Dhammadi-aṭṭhakathā. Actually, he want to explain, in the Manopo-Vingama Dhamma, what is the Dhamma? No? Dhammadi-aṭṭhakathā, okay. In the Dhamma. So we are trying to join this Dhammadi to the Dhamma-nama. So now, Dhammadi-aṭṭhakathā, Dhamma-nama not connected yet. Now we put again. So what he wanted to say? He wanted to say Atodhara. So according to the Atodhara, the so-called Dhammas are four. So Dhammadi-aṭṭhakathā and the word Dhamma. What is the Dhamma? The so-called Dhamma. So-called Dhamma is No, he doesn't talk about it. This Dhamma is Priyati Dhamma or Guna or Desana Dhamma. He doesn't say. What he wants to say is Dhammanama is 4. So we have to, like a Bible, Atudara Bhavena. Labha Mana. This Labha Mana is taken. Atudara Bhavena SM. So briefly speaking, Dhammadi and the Dhammanama, they should be joined, but you cannot join them like as in the Pāḷi sentence, as in the original sentence. To get their connection, you need to put some extra Pāḷi words. It is those Pāḷi words, you can say it is a kind of buffer. They are a kind of buffer between Dhammadi and Dhammanama. Without buffer, you cannot, it is a kind of adapters you can understand. So in this way now we get the, the meaning becomes, it makes sense. Otherwise it doesn't make sense. So now we can translate the so-called Dhamma, okay, in the word Dhamma, the so-called Dhamma, which is taken as an Atudara. Okay, so this Labha Mana modified to the Dhammanama. This Atudara Bhavena means as an Atudara, it modified to the Labha Mana. It's also connected to the Dhammanama. So in this way, Dhammadi Ita Dhammanama Jataro becomes meaningful. So now when you actually read Pāḷi commentaries or sub-commentaries, such a, in such a, for those missing links, you will see such a extra words are added to the Pāḷi sentence. In this way, to get them, like to make it, and the meaning of the sentence to be meaningful or to be sense. That is a natural in the Pāḷi commentaries or sub-commentaries. So because of this, when you try to translate those Pāḷi sentences, so originally it is a Dhammadi, Guna Desana, Nesada, Nejiva, Vasena, Jataro, Dhammanama, Guna Desana, Nesada, Guna Desana, Priyati, Nesada, Nejiva, Vasena, Jataro. That is, how to say, original sentence. This original sentence, in the original sentence, some links are missed. To get those links, to get back those, the links, or to, add some extra words to get the full meaning, we have to sometimes put another Pāḷi word. Another Pāļi word, one word or two words. That is a natural in the commentaries, sub-commentaries. So my question is, so for the Sayali Peñaloka, I wanted to, at first you translate according to the, Pāļi. Pāļi is translated into the Pāļi. So Pāļi is, translated, Pāļi is, we call Atta Yojana. It is called the Atta Yojana. Yojana means associated with the meaning. According to the meaning, you associate the words. Because in the commentaries, the commentators, according to their idea, they might, they put the emphasis on some, a certain Pāļi word. Those Pāļi words he may put in the beginning or in the middle, in the end. But when we try to translate, we put them according to their meanings. Sometimes, in the Pāļi sentence, the subject may be at the end of the sentence, verb may be in the middle of the sentence. But when we make Atta Yojana, we associate words according to their words, according to their meanings. It is called Atta Yojana. Pāļi is translated into the Pāļi. How? In this case, the Dhammadi, Dhammanama, Guna Desana, Priyati, Nesada, Nejiva, Vasena, Jataro. So now this sentence we will translate according to the Pāļi. Dhammādi ittha atthuddhara bhavana labbamana dhammanama guna desana priyati nisada nijiva vasena chattaro. So now you may compare with the original sentence. Now the sentence now I am making according to the Atha Yojana. Okay, Sayali, do you understand what I mean?
Yes, now I got it, sir.
Okay. Now I wanted
Yes.
to translate Pāļi into Pāļi.
Yes. So I read original or Bali to Bali.
Okay.
So dhammati ettha atthuddhara bhavena labbana dhamma
Labbamana.
yeah, labbamana mana chattaro dhammanama guna desana pariyati nisata nijiva vasena chattaro.
Okay. Now is there Haiti, like from Macau?
Yes, Sayadaw.
Okay, I think you are also very good student. Now, when I taught in Indonesia, I think you can catch what I mean, from Pāļi into the Pāļi. And then
Yes,
you
sir.
translate again. Okay.
Yes, Sayadaw. Dhammati etta atthuddhara bhavena labbamana dhammanama guna desana pariyati nisata nijiva vasena chattaro. Sayadaw.
Okay, now, so I wanted to read again original Pāļi sentence. Then you translate from Pāļi into the Pāļi.
Yes, Sayadaw. Dhammati guna desana pariyati nisata nijiva
Nijiva vasena.
chattaro dhamma nama. Dhammati etta atthuddhara bhavena labbamana dhamma nama guna desana pariyati nisata nijiva vasena chattaro.
Okay, translate into English.
In the explain the Pāļi sentence, Sayadaw.
No, you just translate into English. According to
sir.
the explanatory Pāļi sentence.
Yes, Sayadaw. In the word dhamma, the so-called dhamma, which is taken as atthuddhara.
Here also we can translate like which is taken or which is obtained. Because original meaning of the liberty is to be obtained.
Yes, Sayadaw.
Okay.
So in the word dhamma, the so-called dhamma, which is obtained or taken as atthuddhara, are four. Atthuddhara by means of quality, the wholesome state, the teaching, the learning, the no being and no soul, which is a khandha, are four.
Okay,
Are
great.
those four? Yes, Sayadaw.
Okay, now those sentences are dhammadi, from the dhammadi up to the Nijiva dhammoti bi eso eva is, they are atthuddhara sentences. Now I want to tell you, okay? What is atthuddhesa? Desu ima samaithane nisada nijiva dhammo adhipeto. It is atthuddhesa sentence. Atthuddhara, atthuddhesa. You can say it is a bekha, bekhandra. After the atthuddhara, there comes atthuddhesa. Okay, even in the atthuddhara also, we have the different sentences. Tesu, you see? Guna desana priyati nesada nejiva vasena chattaro dhamma nama and the finish. Then tesu nahi dhammo adamoja ubosama vipagin and so ayanguna dhammo dhammamo bhego desisami desana dhammo priyati dhammo tasame kobana samaye dhamma hondi khana hondi nesada dhammo nejiva dhammo tibi eso eva, up to the sentence from the tesu to Nejiva dhammo tipi eso eva is called Vaitara sentence. Dhammadi guna desana priyati nesada nejiva vasena chattaro dhamma it is a kind of content. They are sankhepa sentences. In the atthuddhara sentences, we will see so sankhepa Vaitara sentence. So in the Dhammadi, Guna Desana, Priyati, Nisada, Nijiva was in a Jadaro Dhammanama. When he talk about, we see only, oh, Dhamma has the meaning of the Guna, Desana, Priyati, Nisada, Nijiva. We don't know where they are used or what is, what is meant by those 4 meanings. We don't know them exactly. It is necessary for the commentator to explain with the sentences. So because of this, the commentator explains what he said before as a content. He explained with different examples. So what is Guna Dhamma? In what case is called Guna Dhamma? In what case is called Desana Dhamma? In what is called Priyati Dhamma? In what case is called Nisada Nijiva Dhamma? He explained again. So what he said briefly is explained again with the different examples. Such a sentence is called Vaitara sentence. Sankepa and Vaitara. Okay. I think you can catch what I mean. Okay, now we will go to the Tesu Nahi Demo Adamoja Ubo Sama Vipaki no. Adamo Niriyan Nidi Demo Papeti Sogadenti Ayam Guna Damonama. Here also we will see Tesu. What is the meaning of Tesu? Tesu means in for those dhammas. In those 4 dhammas. In those 4 dhammas. The sentence to begin with the Tesu, that sentence is called Vaitara sentence. Nahi Demo Adamoja Ubosama Vipagino Adamo Niriyaniti Demo Babeti Sokate. So in this case, Tesu is, so it is the mark of Vaitara sentence. After the Tesu, now what you see is the Mobabedi Sogate. The Sogate also, actually, we don't want to take everything, the whole verse. We want to, the commentator only want to use the word Dhamma only. So because of this, you have to, what they talk about is, refer to the whole verse. Okay, now we will see what he explained. Nai Demo Adamoja Ubosama Wikapakino Adamo Niriyaniti Demo Babedi Sogadenti Ayam Guna Damonama. Ayam Guna Damonama, Here in the Nai Demo Adamoja. So what the commentator quotes, what the commentator make a reference is not the whole verse. What the reference is Dhamma, Adama, Adamo Nidiyandidi, only the word Dhamma. So because of this, ayam, this ayam, what is, what does it refer to? Ayam means the word Dhamma, this Dhamma. It's called Guna Dhamma. Because of this ed also, you have to, and the meaning of this ed, so gadayndi. So gaday ed. So gaday ed. So for this ed, you have to translate together with ita. So gadain ed ita. So gadain ita. Because so gadain ita will be adhara. So gadain ita will be adhara. In the verse, Nai Dhammo Adamo ja Ubosama Wipagi no. Adamo Niriyan Nidi Dhammo Babedi. So good day. According to the ita, you have to translate in the verse. Nai Dhammo Adamo ja Ubosama Wipagi no. Adamo Niriyan Nidi Dhammo Babedi. So good day in this verse. This Dhamma, ayam. The Dhamma, the word Dhamma is called Guna Dhamma, quality or good quality. So this ayam is connected to the ita. Ita is adhara. Ayam is adheya. Adhara and adheya also in such a quoted Pāḷi sentences should be careful. Nai Dhammo Adamo ja Ubosama Wipagino Adamo Niriyan Nidi Dhammo Babedi Sokade. In this verse, the word Dhamma, ayam. Ayam means this. This Dhamma is called Guna Dhamma. Why do we put the ita? Because just only Nai Dhammo Adamo ja Sukade iti. Only this iti. We cannot connect to the ayam. So to make connection between iti and ayam, we have to put the another Pāļi word, ita. Actually, this according to the other. When you read the Pāļi sentence carefully, you can understand easily. Oh, so this ayam means the Dhamma, the word Dhamma. This Dhamma is not referring to the whole verse. In the verse, there is the Dhamma or Adama, the usage of the Dhamma in the verse. It is which is referred by the commentator. That Dhamma in that verse. So because of this, like adhara, adheya, you can understand. This tesu also. Now we have also nidharana. Nidharana, nidharaniya. What is the nidharana? Nidharana means which means a group or like collective things. Things are collected as a group. Like there are many trees. Many trees are called the nidharana. From those many trees, you will pick up or you will cut up maybe mango tree. Now you will pick up, cut up the other, the trees, a teak, or maybe the trees taken out of all. A certain tree which is taken out of all is called nidharaniya. So nidharana or nidharaniya also should be understood. Here is a desu, means nidharana. In those four meanings, nidharana. So in those nidharanas, what is the nidharaniya? Those tesu ayam desana dhammo nama, ayam priyati dhammo nama, ayam nisada dhammo nama. Those dhammo nama, they are called nidharaniya. what should be taken out of all, expected from all. Like for example, like a gawisu or gawinam. Gawisu or gawinam will be nidharanas of the counts among the counts. Like a bhikkhu or bhikkhunam of the monks or among the monks. This is my own sentence. Gawisu. There are many, counts. So not all of counts cannot give us a good milk. Of the counts, Kanaga with the black cow gives the milk. So this Gawisu is Nidharana. Kanaga is Nidharaniya. Gawisu also, you can see the Nidharana Samudaya. Nidharana Samudaya, Nidharaniya Samudaya. You can say. Samudaya also you can use. Group or mass or collection. Okay, carry on. So I want the Pāḷi sentence read the Rayam.
Yes, Sayadaw, yeah. What sentence should I read, Sayadaw? The sentence on the board.
Tesu, starting with the Tesu. Naidam Adamoja.
Yes, Sayadaw. Tesu nahidamo adamoja upo samawipakino adamo nirayang neti damo papeti sukatenti ayang gunadamo nama.
Okay, carry on.
Dhamma wo bhikkhave this is sami adi kalyananti ayang desana dhammo nama ida pana bhikkhave ekaje kulaputta dhammang pariya punanti sutang deyanti ayang pariyatti dhammo nama tasmin khopana samaye dhamma honti kanda hontiti ayang Nisata dhammo nama Nicca vadammo tipi eso ewa.
Okay, up to that sentence. Now we have a Nidharana, Nidharaniya, Desu in those fours. What is Guna Dhamma? What is Desana Dhamma? What is Priyati Dhamma? What is the Nisata Nejiva Dhamma? Those, four meanings are Nidharaniya. So Desu should be connected to the Guna Dhammo Nama. Desu ayam Guna Dhammo Nama. Desu ayam Desana Dhammo Nama. Desu ayam Priyati Dhammo Nama. Desu ayam Nesada Nejiva Dhammo Nama. So in this way, we can understand how they are connected to each other. In those four, so this is Guna Dhamma. Among those four, if you translate, among those four, this is Guna Dhamma, this is Desana Dhamma, this is Priyati Dhamma, this is Nesada Nejiva Dhamma. In this way, the words in the sentences are, the whole paragraph, they are connected to each other, so we can understand correctly. So why do we why do we, think about the connection of the words, the connection of the sentences to get the correct meaning? To get the correct meaning, we will think about how they are connected to each other. So that is very important. Naidamo adamo ja ubosama vipaki no. Adamo nidhiñāṇa dhammapada-aṭṭhakathā sogate. The ita should be put because there is no connection for the ayam. Ayam this dhamma. Where it is this dhamma? This dhamma where it is? Ita here in this naidam adamoja in the verse. Ita means in the verse. So if you just say only the ed, if you just stop only the ed, we cannot get the correct meaning. To get the correct meaning, you have to put the ita and ayam. What is the meaning of the ayam? Ayam means this dhamma. This dhamma, what do you mean this dhamma? Where it is? Or this dhamma means in the verse. In this verse. Which verse? Naidam adamo ubosama vipaki no adamo nidhiñāṇa dhammapada-aṭṭhakathā sogate. In this verse, this dhamma is called ayam. So for the ayam, to get the correctly connect to the previous iti, we put the ita. Okay, Sayali Pinya Loga, now I wanted to the similar sentences, similar, like translations can be applied for those four. Like you can say, Desu naidamo adamo ja ubosama vipaki no adamo nidhiñāṇa dhammapada-aṭṭhakathā sogate ita ayam guna dhammo nama. Dhammawa bhikkhave desisami iti ita ayam, and so on. You have to do like this. So Sayali Pinya Loga, now I want to do like this.
Yes, Sarah.
Desu
Tesu nahi dhammo adamo ja ubo samavipaki no adamo ni nidhiñāṇa dhammo papeti sugati sugati etta ayang guna dhammo nama
Ita, how do you
dhammambo.
translate? Okay, carry on. Please stop. What is the meaning of ita?
Etta in this.
In this
There.
verse.
Yeah,
Here, here means in this verse.
Yes.
Which verse? Naidamo
Yes.
adamoja
Nahi
ubosama vipaki no. Okay, carry on. Dhammawo.
dhammambo bhikkhave desesami adhikalayana nanti ayang desana dhammo
No, ita. No, put ita.
etta ayang desana dhammo nama
Please read again. Dhammawo bhikkhave.
dhammambo bhikkhave desami
Desisami.
adhikalayana
No, desisami.
desesami adhikalayananti etta ayang desana dhammo nama.
Okay, ita means here in this sentence here is. No? Here means in this sentence. Dhammawa bhikkhave desisami adhikalayana. Okay, carry on. Idapana.
Idapana bhikkhave ekaje kulaputta dhammang pariyapunanti suttang geyanti etta ayang pariyayati dhammo nama.
Okay, now
Tasmi.
good, better. Okay, tasmai kopana samaye.
Yes. Tasmim kopana sayame dhamma honti.
Samaye.
Samaye dhamma honti. Khanda honti. Etta ayang nisatta dhammo nama.
Honti di etta. No?
Yeah, I already
Honti
put
di
it.
etta.
Yeah, I already put it, Sarah. Honti
No.
di etta.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Ayang
Okay.
nisatta dhammo nama. Nijiva dhammo ti pi eso eva.
Okay, now Mabunya, I wanted to say we Myanmar language is called the Sasa. So which means You know, the words in the sentences are how the words in the sentences connected to each other. Such a understanding also very important for the student. But you have to make it how they are connected to each other, starting with the desu.
Sayadaw, Mapum, oh, he's still here. Okay,
Sorry, okay.
Mabunya,
Sorry.
Mabunya.
So my connection is very poor, Sayadaw. So I will start from desu, right?
Mhm.
I will repeat again, right, Sayadaw?
Now, desu, you know, you have to connect the words onto my explanation.
Okay. Desu nahi damo adamo ja ubo sama vibadino adamo nirayane di damo babedi sugatin di etha ayan damo nama desu
Yanguna demo nama.
ayan guna damo nama. Okay.
Okay,
Desu
be careful
dama
when reading.
desu damang wo bikawe desi sami adi kalayanandi
No. What I mean is, Tesu nai demo adamo ja okay. Yanguna demo nama. That sentence, in that sentence, how the words are connected to each other with the Pāḷi technical terms, names. You have to tell me how they are joined together.
How they join together? So, okay, desu
How they
means
connect.
nida. Okay, desu is the nidarana.
Okay.
So ayang is ateya.
No, Nidarana. If you talk about the Nidarana, you have to
I will
tell
have the nidarana.
Nidarana also.
Yeah, nidarana is the ayang kunadamo.
You have to say Tesu ayam.
Okay, desu ayang. So
Okay.
okay.
Tesu ayam desana damo nama.
Desu ayang desana namo nama. So desu is nidarana and ayang desana damo is nidarana.
No ayam, not including the ayam. Desana damo nama.
Desana damo is nidarana.
Desana damo nama, priyati damo nama.
Desu priyati dama nama. So there desu is nidarana, priyati dama is nidarana. In the desu nisada dama nama. So desu is nidarana, nisada dama is nidarana.
Nisada damo nama. No? You have to tell according to the Pāḷi. Nisada damo nama is Nidaraniya. Priyati damo nama is the Nidaraniya. Okay, carry on. And then not finished yet. Ryan, can you tell me how they are connected to each other in the sentence?
Yes, Sayadaw, yeah. So we still have the word iti etha and the ayang. So the etha after the word iti is the adara, and the ayang damo is the adeya. Sayadaw, yeah.
No, ayam.
Yeah,
Not
ayang.
ayam more. Only the ayam is adeya.
Yeah, ayang is adeya.
Okay. Okay, not only that, carry on. Tesu.
Yeah, so just like Mapumnya said, sutesu, gunadamo nama. Sutesu
Okay.
is the nidarana, and gunadamo nama is the nidaraniya.
Gunadamo nama, desanadamo nama, and
nama,
okay.
yes. Desanadamo nama is also
Okay.
nidaraniya. And Priyati Dhammo Nama is also Nidaraniya. And Nisata Nijiwa Dhammo is also a Nidaraniya.
Okay. So, how do you connect between ayam and the gunadamo nama? According to the between how and the ayam and the gunadamo nama.
Between ayang, so we ayang. Ayang, so Ayang refers to the Dhamma. Sorry, right? So Ayang Dhamma, Guna Dhammo Nama.
Okay. Yang is
Ayang is it refers to the Dhamma in that verse or in those sentences. So for the
okay.
Guna Dhammo Nama, then Ayang refers to the word Dhammo in the verse.
Okay. Okay. I
Yeah.
mean the connection of the words with the technical term.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So Ayang is the Tunyata.
Okay.
Tunyata, and then Guna Dhammo Nama is the Lingata.
Okay, great, great. Yam Guna Dhammo Nama. Very good. So Hedi, now I wanted to tell me how they are connected to each other.
Yes, Sayadaw. Tesu Guna Dhammo Nama. Tesu is Nidharana and Guna Dhammo Nama is Nidharaniya. And then Tesu Desana Dhammo Nama. And Tesu is Nidharana. Desana Dhammo Nama is Nidharaniya. Tesu Pariyati Dhammo Nama. Then Tesu is Nidharana and Pariyati Dhammo Nama is Nidharaniya. Then Tesu Nisata Dhammo Nama and Nijiwa Dhammo
Okay.
is
the next one.
Nidharaniya. Is Nidharaniya. And next one is Eta and Ayam. So Sugatimiti Eta, that the Eta is Adara and Ayam is Adeya. And then Ayam Guna Dhammo Nama. Ayam is Tuliyata and Guna Dhammo Nama is Lingata.
Okay. So now we will continue to the next sentence. The next sentence is the first one. As I explained to you, Dhammadi, Guna Desana, Priyati, Nesada, Nejiva was in a Jadaro Dhammano up to the Eso Eva is Atudhara sentence. Desu Ima Samitani, Nesada, Nejiva Dhammo Adebiro is Atudisa sentence. But in the Atudhara sentence also, we can see many sentences are hidden. In the Atudhara sentence, what is the Sankhepa sentence? Uvajira Bodhi.
Yes, Sayadaw.
Okay, what is Sankhepa sentence? What is Vaitara sentence? Can you tell me?
Sankhepa sentence is the sentence that explain very briefly about something. Vaitara is
No, I mean the which sentence now in that Atodara, in the Atodara sentence, many different kinds of sentences are included. In the Atodara sentence, which sentence is Sankhepa, which sentence is Vaitara? You just tell me to make everyone more comprehensive.
yes in the first verse. Nahi
Okay.
Dhamma. Yes. Nahi
No,
Dhamma
no.
Adhammo.
Not this. Because I need to check, everyone, because, this easily confused. So what is Atodara sentence? Starting with the Dhammadi to
Dhammadi.
Eso Ewa, no? It is a Atodara sentence.
Yes, Atodhara.
Okay?
Yes.
Atodara sentence. Now what is Atodesa sentence?
Tesu Ima Samitani, Nisada, Nejiwa Dhammo, Adebito. This is Atodesa.
Okay. In the Atodara sentence also, there are different kinds of sentences are included. In the Atodara sentence, we have the Sankhepa sentence, and we have Vaitara sentence. My question is, which one is Sankhepa sentence? Which one is Vaitara sentence?
Study from the Guna Desana Priyati Nesada Nejiwa. This is the Sankhepa Vaja. And in the following verse, Nahi Dhammo, such bar is Ayan up to the Ayan Guna Dhammo Nama is Vaitara.
Okay, no, correct. Okay, I think you may not catch what I mean. Maybe other students who catch what I explained.
Yeah, may I try,
Whoever,
Sayadaw?
tell me.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yes, so in that Uttadara sentence, which starts from Dhamma,
Atodara.
yeah,
Atodara
Atodara,
sentence.
yes, so starting from the Dhammati all the
Okay.
way to the Eso Eva, then the first sentence, Dhammati Guna Desana Priyati Nisatta Nijiva Vasena Chattaro Dhamma Nama, that is the Sankhepa Vakya.
Okay.
Yes, and then starting from Tesu all the way to Eso Ewa, that is the Vitara sentence.
Okay, good. Okay, now again, in the Vitara sentence also, we have Pakha and Pakhandra sentences are included. So now, like you can see, Desana Dhammo Nama, Guna Dhammo Nama, Desana Dhammo Nama. So this Desana Dhammo Nama is explained after the Guna Dhamma. So Desana Dhammo Nama is Pakhandra. Guna Dhammo Nama is Pakha. Again, you will see the Priyati Dhammo Nama is Pakhandra. Its former sentence, Desana Dhammo Nama is Pakha. Nisada Dhammo Nama, Nejiwa, Nisada Dhammo Nama, Nejiwa Dhammo Dib Ezo Ewa is Pakhandra. Priyati Dhammo Nama is Pakha. So in the Vitara sentence also, you can find out Pakha sentence, Pakhandra sentence. At this point also, we should not miss. In the Atodara sentence, Sankhepa and Vitara. In the Vitara, Pakha and Pakhandra. Okay? In the Atodara sentence, there are Sankhepa sentence, Vitara sentence. In the Vitara Pakhandra sentences, we will see. So, in the Pakha and Pakhandra, Nesada Dhammo Nama, it is a Pakhandra, sorry. Nejiva Dhammo Dibi, Eso Eva, it is, we call the Vacharamba, because just to say the Nesada Dhammo, no complete the meaning. It is necessary to continue. So Nejiva Dhammo Dibi, Eso Eva is Vacharamba sentence. We can divide like this. Nesada Dhammo Nama. So the reader may be confused, or Nesada or Nejiva should be the same or should be different. At that time, it is necessary for the commentator to continue his explanation. So according to the first, sentence, Dhammadi, Guna Desana, Priyati, Nesada, Nejiva was Sena, Chattaro Dhamma Nama, you may notice it. In that content, what he said is Nesada Nejiva Dhammo Nama. Okay, but in his explanation here is ITBMU Nesada Dhammo Nama. He doesn't say Nesada Nejiva Dhammo Nama. So then he needs to continue his explanation. Nejiva Dhammo Dib Eso Eva. So Nejiva Dhammo Dib Eso Eva should be Vacharamba. So okay, Nejiva Dhammo Dib Eso Eva, it is Vacharamba. Nesada Dhammo is Arata sentence. So we can understand like this. So I think the time is up. We will continue our lesson next week, Sunday, other Saturday, at the same time, the same day. So by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times, we will stop the class. Sorry, Buddha Sasana Jiran Deitu 3 times. Sorry. Buddha Sasana Deitu.
Buddha
Sasana,
Sasanam Jiram
Buddha
Deitu.
Sasana Jiran Deitu.
Buddha Sasanam Jiram
Jiram
Deitu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Sayadaw.
Sarah,
Yeah.
so much.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Okay,
Thank
you're
you so
welcome.
very much,
Welcome.
Sayadaw.
Okay, okay,
Thank you, Sayadaw.
okay.